Hi, Acadiana. I'm Dave Baker. It's Wednesday, September the 7th. Here's a look at news making headlines today.
Yes.
District 1?
Yes.
The motion to adopt is approved.
With that vote, the City Council launching an investigation into the Guillory administration. But there are still questions about how the investigation will be conducted. As we first told you last week, the Council wants answers about drainage contracts, but also finances and personnel involving the Mayor-President. The resolution also calling for an investigation into expenses as well as the use of personnel at the discretion of the Mayor-President or benefiting the Mayor-President, according to Public Records and the Advocate. Since taking office, Guillory has taught classes at UL, formed 2 LLCs, obtained a license to produce title insurance, along with processing expungements for clients, all of which goes against the city parish charter, which prohibits outside employment that would interfere with official duties. The council also approving $100,000 to fund the investigation. Late Tuesday afternoon, the Mayor-President releasing a statement saying while some might see it as a, quote, investigation as a political theater, he respects the process and believes it can be accomplished without spending $100,000 in taxpayer money. Opelousas police are investigating a late-night drive-by shooting that resulted in a car crash around 10:30 Tuesday night. Police say multiple shots were fired into a vehicle between Vine and Landry and Union and Landry streets. One person was injured and taken to the hospital. Opelousas police are currently looking at surveillance video to determine possible suspects and the other vehicle involved. The state's legislative auditor saying revenue from Louisiana's gas tax and other funds aren't enough to meet the needs of the state's roads and bridges. That's according to a report released on Tuesday. According to the auditor, the state's 20-cent a gallon gas tax hasn't been changed since 1990. It's also not adjusted for inflation. The Advocate also reporting that the state's $15 billion backlog on road and bridge projects can't be met with today's funding structure. Efforts to increase the gas tax has failed in the legislature.
Well, we've got ourselves another unsettled forecast out there today, maybe a little bit more sunshine when all is said and done, but I still think we're talking spotty showers today. Tomorrow going to be the same as well, and then as we roll on into Friday, we continue to stay at that kind of 40-60% range. That's what it's going to be like as we wrap up the rest of the work week. Now, the good news is by the time we get to the end of the weekend, I think we could start to see some improvements, not necessarily a cold front that's going to be coming through, but maybe a little more comfortable here as we get through Sunday and on into next week. Finally, a chance to maybe dry out and a little cooler perhaps as we go overnight.